Hello everyone, this is Sonic the Jug Gamer here, and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Last time, well, we're gonna be fast forwarding because I actually forgot what happened last time. Oh yeah, that's right, we went and met Lily and went to the and we're now in the library after playing war with Shizune. She was impressed with our offensive capabilities. We still lost though. Anyway, so we go to the library with Lily to go and try to check out some books. We meet the librarian. They need to go and talk to each other because Lily, well, the librarian has some work for Lily to do. But things have happened. Doesn't seem to notice us until... Oh, yeah. I'm not good at the pacing of this. But yeah, no, so... Okay, now that she's gonna notice us, we get introduced with Yuko. So now we know that the librarian name is Yuko. She's a very timid person. Well, timid is the right word. She's very apologetic though. And clumsy. Extremely clumsy. But anyways, we go set off of a little adventure after wondering if this place has Braille. And yeah, a third or fourth of it is dedicated to Braille due to the fact that we have quite a lot of blind students. And of course they spend more money on new books than they do on her salary, sadly. Anyway, so here's how it goes, leaves. Lily goes and gets to work. The library is very big. No allies, aisles. And with all the choices around, we do notice something a bit odd. Reach the end, go a little further, find a nice quiet place, and of course, there's Hanako, the dark-haired girl reading a book. Ah, I apologize. That was exhausting. Just got back from a convention. Anyways, so we go, get over to the... We gotta go and greet her. She doesn't like the fact that we're closing in. And of course, we're staring at scars. Not good, Hisao. I've... None of what you say here really matters for this situation. Hi, I'm new here. I just transferred the other day. I did self introduction, and I'm still getting pretty used to this place. Your name? And yeah, this is an extremely awkward start. Life of Pi? Boy and a tiger on a boat. I haven't read Life of Pi. I've actually heard about what the story's about, but that was also years ago, so please do not take me as enough authority figure. I'm very much not an authority figure in this type of deal. And I didn't mean like that. I gotta go do something. I still love doing that. I gotta go do something. But trying to do that in this would actually be a lot more difficult. Like trying to say that as that fast at this type of speed. This is like what, 3 times speed? But anyways, Lily runs off. Well, yeah, Lily runs off to go and find Hanako. This puts Lily's part of the job on the back holder, and as I was wondering if he did something wrong. I talked to her, and Yuko thinks we're tactless. Yep, tactless. Oh well, everyone has their problems, and we are being tactless, so... Something's an elephant only if you feel that way. That's what Yuko says. But anyways, the library's gonna be closing, and we have some books, and they were left over where Hanako was. Whoopsies! But because of a lot of free time, we got a lot of books. So this might take a while. And of course, that's only if you don't go on Rin's path. I'm not sure about Emmy. Because if I recall... Is that right? No, because we haven't even seen those two yet. Why don't we borrow books from Kenji again? Whatever. I'm trying to remember stuff from Vin's about. Hey, look across the hall. You're Kenji. Kenji is surprised that we know his name because we are a spy. A psychic spy. That's working with the feminist movement. I'm telling you, they're brainwashing you, man. Lies. If you think Professor says down because I'm legally blind, you are mistaken. You look very slim. Oh, wait, I see. Damn, it is you. Quoting Kenji's fun. But no, Kenji realized it as us, we gained his trust, and now he's back to being himself. You can never be too careful. It's a hard reality we live in because of the feminist conspiracy. Did you know there was the 5% more females in the school than there are males? It might not be that big of a deal, but in the grand scheme of things, it's a lot! And if I recall, I don't think this really matters either. But, you know me, she was cute! I knew it! There are a lot of cute girls here. A strangely disappointment amount. I tried to warn you, but you didn't listen. Extremely dark black hole! Have you ever noticed the number of schools? Oh, actually no, it's worse than I thought. 60 to 40. Why is it like this? I mean, to the ancient eye, it doesn't appear to be much, but that's a full 20%. What am I going to tell could blow your mind? And then Kenji goes on the vast conspiracy. So I was just trying to leave the conversation. Just an skirmish to the internal war against the forces of the feminists. In America, women are the majority by a hair. Japan is just the first step. Our economy is badass. The perfect target. They are so cunning. The day soon. This is why you can't trust them. They will string you along. Oh, hell no. What does that mean? You said it, not me. Where was I? Oh yeah, mass feminist conspiracy. Stop. You lost me somewhere at feminist infiltration. Do you want to follow? No puppets. You don't like puppets? Okay. Puppets are cool though, right? But anyways, this got so strange, Hassao was just flat out noping out. Even if it upsets Kenji. Give me 2 last name men. And of course he's gonna go on around about last man because he thinks he is the last name man alive. And Hassao feels like he's the last name man considering look where we are. It's extremely late. You're cool, dude. Most people don't understand what I'm talking about. I tried to explain the feminist conspiracy. I get it, fun character. But anyways, we were able to get into our room. And after this bizarre day, let's just take a nap. I could use a nap. But his house trying a bit too hard. Yes, the scenery is beautiful. The people aren't too bad. And just a normal day. Okay, I feel very tired this morning. Probably because yesterday itself was a very tiring day. On top of that, after saying hi to Shizune and Misha, I started doing the work as instructed from the board. It already looks like today's going to be heavy. Don't have a problem with that now, though. Shizune and Misha might jump on me trying to get an answer about whether or not I decided to join the student council, even if it's just one day. I want to put it past them to try, and I don't have an answer for them if they do. So this situation is convenient for me. About 10 minutes into class, Hanako walks in and takes a seat. But no one looks at her. The teacher doesn't even comment on her lateness. Strange. He does, however, stop us to say that we're going to break into groups again. Uh-oh. Tip my head and see that Shizune and Misha are looking at me. Shizune gives me a smile that is equal parts cute and menacing. This is a smile that says, "We have you now. There is no escape." He-chan! It looks like we're together again! Yay, yay! Misha leans sideways while Shizune pushes her desk closer to mine. There really is no escape now unless I were to jump through the window. Jumping out the window isn't the best option, sadly, but it's the fun option! What's wrong, He-chan? Whoa, what the? Something happened though. Anyway, we should start on the problems now, Hee-chan. Did the recording lag? We finished with time to spare, and I decided to ask if there were any alternatives to the cafeteria, as frankly, the food so far has been subpar. This sends Shizune and Misha arguing among themselves about their favorite restaurants. All of them are downtown, so I don't think we have time to go all the way there. What about the bill? Are they arguing just for the fun of it? Maybe. They seem so distracted by it that they don't even notice the start of the actual lunch break. I look over my shoulder towards the back of the classroom. She seems to be studying her notes from the previous class. It's now outside. Everyone else in the class is busying themselves with the lunch break. Socializing, gossiping, rearranging desks. The ones with actual box lunches mixed in and chatting like everyone else, only interrupted by short bouts of reading. But when I watch Hanako, it feels like I'm the only one who can see her. But then she was invisible, sort of hiding in plain sight. Is she being bullied? Did she isolate herself from the rest of the classroom on her own accord? I just realized that I could have actually probably skipped this part. It's fine. Spoiled all. I see her look over her shoulder towards the classroom's rear door. Come to think of it, she hasn't turned a page since I started watching her. I guess she's waiting for someone? What to do? Wait for Shizune and Misha to come to a decision. That's the correct answer. Misha and Shizune are still arguing about their choices for lunch place, incomprehensible of the pair of students who have been taking a taxi at least to make it to the downtown and make it back in time. Haven't you finished already? Oh, sorry, Hee-chan. Are you waiting for us? You don't have any plans? Plans? For lunch? Well, I don't, so I thought I could hang with you guys. Misha smiles victoriously at my lack of plans and excitedly translates my response to Shizune. If you don't have anything specific planned out, do you want to eat lunch with me and Hee-chan? We're going to go to town for lunch though. Don't worry, Hee-chan, it's not that far. Sure, I'll come with you. And with that, we leave the classroom. And we're properly on our path. Just around the corner of the hallway, something hits me in the chest with the force of a runaway train. Ouch! Over my eyes, I see a pair of saucer-like green eyes looking up at me. They belong to the perpetrator, a short girl who bumped into me and now has fallen down onto the hallway floor. She wears a PE uniform from a very worried frown. The former strikes me as a rather strange thing to have on during a lunch break. Less stranger than that, though, is that she doesn't have legs. At all. Well, she does, but it's not flesh and bone. Her pale and very much flesh and bone thighs, and then shins and feet made up of some black metallic or plastic-like material. They look disturbingly artificial and unnatural. It almost makes me forget that my chest is hurting. Oh, right. The girl rinses a little, rubs her nose and jumps up. Oh man, hey, are you alright? I'm sorry about that, really? I wasn't looking where I was going and you just came out of nowhere. Sorry. Looking really apologetic in the hurt puppy way of looking apologetic. Quickly forget about being angry or anything since hurt puppies are my weak spot. It's okay, don't worry about it. Say that, but there's a stinging pain growing in my chest, and I know that this is about the biggest possible danger for my condition. Don't overexert yourself, don't forget your medication, and most of all, don't get hit in the chest. Shed above my solar plexus to chase the pain away, holding my breath in an attempt to hear my heartbeat. This seems normal. Hey, should I get a nurse? The worried high-pitched voice of the girl snaps me out of it. I stare at her for a few seconds, dumbfounded, until I realized I probably looked worse off than I really was, stumbling over myself and looking all tense. Damn, I'm overly worried about my heart. Nah, not really, buddy. No need, I'm fine. Wanting to say something in response, I pull myself upright, feeling my sore ribs one last time and take a deep breath. She just knocked the wind out of me. Big time, but it's nothing more than that. You sure you okay? I hit you pretty hard. It's okay, it's fine, and nothing's broken. No harm done. That's good, I feel a hand on my shoulder at the same time the girl's eyes widen in horror. Beep! I have time to look behind me because Shizune has already shoved me aside and stomped me over to the girl, signing furiously at her. Miss Iburazaki, I saw that. But in the halls is strictly forbidden. Misha translate right on Shizune's tail, but her voice is girlishly playful, not full of the divine fury Shizune's own movement would seem to call for. Sorry, I was trying to get some stuff and I was kind of in a hurry. You've been told this 1,000 times before. Your reckless behavior endangers other students and even worse, it's explicitly against the school regulations. I could be having a heart attack here, buddy. The girl blushes and starts to fidget nervously, like a little child caught misbehaving. It's so cute, I find myself smiling. I know that, I was just... Make sure this does not happen again! Although I'm sure telling you this is futile, and only causes me for the headache when you choose to ignore the regulations. Got that, Emmy? The smile girl sticks her tongue out in response. Ah! I gotta go! Digital had my head. I promised out with printouts, but I went running instead. Sorry, but I gotta change and everything. And then she runs off again. Before Misha, Shizune, or I can say anything, she's already bolted from where she was a second ago. Almost halfway towards the stairwell. Shizune looks like she's about to go nuclear on the spot, so I smile at her in a vain attempt to calm her down. It's okay, it's okay. Don't worry. Are you okay, Hee-chan? That Iburazaki girl always like that, causing trouble to others. You know, pretty sure a certain Shizune wouldn't call me Hee-chan. Never mind, never mind. Yeah, anyway, I'm okay. Just got the wind knocked out of me. That's great, Hee-chan. I wouldn't call that great, but I let it slide this one time. So let's hurry, Hee-chan, to have lunch. We promise it'll be great. I'll take your word for it. What kind of place is it? A restaurant or something? It's a tea house, Hee-chan. A tea house? That sounds kind of fancy. While you're looking at your wallet, Hee-chan, it's okay if you don't have any money. We'll cover for you. That's really nice of you. Thanks. Are you going to use this to bribe me into going to the student council, joining the student council? It's okay, Hee-chan. After all, we're friends. Right, Hee-chan? It's only been 3 days. Are we friends that quickly? But hearing that makes me happy. Ah, it's okay for today, though. And only a few except right now. Do you want to go, Hee-chan? I was wondering if this is some kind of trap. Is this Misha's suggestion or Shizune's? This is important. I'm just still a little apprehensive about the possible motives of a girl whose favorite pastime is a game about world domination. No, I'm just being paranoid. Actually, they have gone on me already, and I do have to go to town sometime, so why not now? Why not join them? I've never actually been to the tea house before. All the expectations are from what I've seen about them on TV, but those are period dramas, and these are modern times. It might just be a regular cafe, and they're just calling it a tea house. Either way, I'm curious about that too. So there's another reason for me to go to join them. Sure. Yeah. That's great, Hee-chan. That's great. That's great. Yay! Misha hops up and down briefly to show how happy she is, which causes a few heads to turn towards us. Shizune opts for a polite tiny clap that lasts for all of 2 seconds, before she goes back to looking stoic as usual. Would it kill you to look a little happier, Shizune? Oh? I was not aware that Hichan was a king! Shizune puts her glasses up as Misha delivers her message, sort of without sarcasm. I guess it would sting more if she could say it with the intent Shizune meant behind it. So for once, I'm happy to have Misha as the barrier between us. I'm not telling you to jump for joy just because I'm having lunch with you. I'm not that arrogant. She seems to accept this, and we head to town for Shizune leading the way. Oh, with Shizune leading the way. Well, she can't walk in front of me, but I thought she walks very quickly, taking long, heavy, determined strides. Maybe if we were traveling through a snowstorm, it would make sense to walk like that. But it's supposed to be a clear day. Anyways, I can feel exhausted just watching her. If ever the tea house in what Misha says is record time, likely because Shizune is blazing pace. I feel a little let down seeing that it's not a huge cathedral area building with mats on the floor and a woman in kimono pouring the tea. It's actually more like a cafe as I thought. Not that it's a bad thing. It looks very nice. As soon as I walk through the door, someone zooms in front of us, as if they had been lying in wait the entire time. Oh shit, we called beforehand? Welcome. Thank you for visualizing this establishment. The top half of her body drops forward in a bow that looks like an axe chopping through wood. Surprised to see that other than Yuka, the librarian. Hey, I didn't know you walked here. Oh, yes, I do. I'm a waitress. I've been working here for a year, 6 months and 2 weeks now. Thank you for choosing to come here. Is there anything I can do for you? Hi, Yu-chan! Hello. Misha, you both know her too? Of course, Yu-chan. Yu-chan works in the library after all. I don't go there often myself, but Shi-chan knows her. And we both come here a lot, so it's like we see her all the time. Better not be giving her a headache. Yes, check out your usuals, and if there's anything you want, please feel free to tell me at any time. You don't have to be so formal. We all know each other. Better than a proper job? It's also pretty empty today, so she can afford to take it easy. Fair enough then. I was hoping she would stop looking so nervous. But my words have the opposite effect. No, I'm a waitress. This is my job. I have to do it properly. Okay. That's what Shi-chan. Yu-chan, please get Shi-chan what she usually gets. It's a pretty team with milk and honey. No pressure. Yes, but this is my job and this is always pressure. I'm sorry, I'm arguing with the customer. Sorry. Yuko takes another 100-mile-per-hour bow. I decided to give up enjoying Shizune and Misha at the table. As I sit down, Yu comes by looking even more upset than before. Uh-oh, is she out of green tea with milk and honey? I'm sorry, I'm really sorry, I forgot to take your order. I'm not attentive to customers, that's not right. I'm sorry. Is there anything I can do to make up for it? Please tell me. It's okay, Yu-chan. Yu-chan didn't order anything, so it's not your fault. Don't be upset. It's true. You guys should order now, but I don't really know what this place serves. There doesn't seem to be a menu. Is there a menu? You can get me a menu. Yeah, she's right. I'll have some coffee and a sandwich if you have one. Whichever sandwich you think is best tasting out here, one here. Because Shizune is paying for my meal. She did not like that. Shizune frowns and gives me an alternating look of surprise, indignation, and amusement. Hey Chan, just how much money do you have in your wallet? It can't be that little, right? You should split the cost 3 ways to make it fair. Yeah, I won't accept anything else. Wait, but you said! No! You can't just do this! You should turn to Yuko. No! Yu-chan, Shi-chan says she wants 3 of whatever's the most expensive item on the menu. No! That's gonna be wide! No! Just kidding, Ki-chan. Okay. I think that's the Tuki sandwich is the most delicious sandwich. It gives us free soup. A good employee would try to recommend the item that there is the most of, though. Or the most expensive item. Alright, so whichever one's best, if you think that's the best, I'll take that. Am I bad at my job? Oh, that sounds good. I'll have that. And some coffee, please. Okay. And with that, we wait for our food. Which comes like a few minutes later with our drinks and sandwich. Shizune seems to be fine with just a tea, while Misha also ordered a parfait. I don't know why, because I can't imagine many other things that could go worse with tea. Parfaits are delicious! Oh well, took a bite at my sandwich, and it's very good, actually. Hee-chan, have you thought about joining the student council? I knew it! It was a trick. Huh? Don't talk with your mouth full, Hee-chan. Oh, sorry. Huh? I washed my food down with a sip of coffee, which is also surprisingly good. But now's not the time to remark on how this place has good food. You said you understood it was too early to expect me to make a decision like this quickly. That was like 3 hours ago. Yeah, 3 extra hours to decide this, Al. Come on, get with the program. A man should be decisive, Hee-chan. You really should join the student council, Hee-chan. Come on, it'll be fun. People always say, come on, it'll be fun, about things that are never, ever fun. I know. I know. Don't you believe me, Hee-chan? I know. Is it Shizune saying that, or Misha? What a cute expression, but the effect is somewhat jarring. Like she has split personalities. Hee-chan, that's the first thing. We just want to spend time with you, and do all the hard labor. Well, watch you do all the hard labor. That's right, Shi-chan. Yeah, that's a good point too. Translate. Yeah, this is beneficial to everyone. It solves all our problems. I don't know what problems of mine that needs to be solving right now. Please explain these benefits. Yeah, I also thought Hee-chan would appreciate it. That makes me sad. Suddenly I feel really left out. It's rude to talk to someone without letting them in on the conversation. She then adjusts her glasses, laughing to herself. But it's true, Hee-chan, and you will be helping us out. Membership has been really low this year. So you do need people! How low? Ah, that's a secret, Hee-chan. So there is only 2 of you! No, I want to know how low it is. How low is low? 5. Lower? Well, 0. Hee-chan, that isn't important. What matters is that the number is low, and that is why we would appreciate you giving us a hand, especially with the festival coming up so soon. It looks like to be a busy year ahead in general. There is only 2 members of student council. Are you kidding me? So you're not going to answer my question? No. I sighed and straightened up in my chair, trying to look as defiant as possible because this seems like a big issue, and I do not want to let it go that easily. I feel silly, like a blowfish. Fine, at least tell me this. How many people are in student council total? Well, Hee-chan, we're definitely on demand, but we have enough members to get the job done. Yep. It's not just the 2 of you, is it? What? Hee-chan, that's funny! But it's definitely not just us. Okay, so are you sure? Are you absolutely sure there's no man behind the curtain? Yep! I stare at both of them, trying to see if they will slip up and confirm my worst fears. Misha frowns, looking uncomfortable, but that is possibly because I'm staring at her. She's in on the hand between my gazes with one of her own. Maybe she is challenging me, peering at me over the rims of her glasses like that. So teasing. Surprisingly immature. Like a little girl beckoning someone to play with her. Possibly! Honestly, she thinks all of this is a game, and I would honestly believe that. Hee-chan! Your 2 cute student council representatives have been trying to make you feel welcome, and are even treating you to lunch. You should show your gratitude by joining the council, so you can at least help them out. You're trying to make me pay! Yeah, it would be great if you could just file some papers for us. Then, the festival's coming up, and we have to build some stalls for games and food. just a few, so if you were there, it would be a lot easier for us. Yeah, split it from a two-way to a three-way job. Please, Hee-chan. What an interesting good cop, bad cop routine. I'll give it a shot. Why not? You're selling your soul. Just a shot. Okay, I'll give it a trial run. But it does not mean I'm joining or anything, Defiant. Just that I'll help out a little and I'll see. And this makes up for us for lunch. I'm not doing this because I want to. We're going to be sucked in like Doki Doki Literature Club. We're gonna sell our soulful cupcakes. I finished off the last of my sandwich, and this makes Misha notice for the first time in a while that she has a parfait. She's not sticking in, much to Shizune's chagrin, because I can tell from the way she plays with her fingers that she has a lot to say. Now look at Shizune, she looks back with such focused intensity. This time is no exception. Her face is expressionless. Maybe she is thinking. Eventually, it gives way to a smile. She's smiling more. She signs something and obviously I can't understand it. She has to know that. Then she does it again, a childish playfulness showing through in the speed and energy of her gestures. I'm gonna have to learn the sign language for you, aren't I? Misha, what did she say? Huh? Misha looks at from a parfait, torn between wanting to help out and going back to eating. What does this mean? I try my best to make the same movements with my hands that Shizune did. You can realize quickly that this isn't very easy. Imagine doing this all day as your only means of communication. Be very difficult. Rose actually knows a bit. Sorry, Hee-chan. I can't tell you. Why not? Is it an insult? No, Hee-chan. I can't tell you because it means something nice. What? Something nice? Well, they've gone back to the tea and food. So I guess this conversation is over for now. Something nice? What? What would she say? I don't really understand, but this makes me wish that I could. Maybe I could even try learning sign language. This school might have courses for it. Would I really do that? I think about it as I finish this in my coffee. I don't know why I'd even be motivated to think about it. So then you can understand what Shizune is saying. I'm enjoying myself so much that I didn't even notice that we were supposed to be back in class 10 minutes ago. Ah! Even if I were to start heading back to school right now, it would take at least 30 minutes? Maybe? I can't risk running fast with my condition, so it would take at least that long to get there. Well, 10 minutes later at the ODM, it doesn't even matter if I could teleport. Something wrong, Ki-chan? I just realized lunch break ended 10 minutes ago. It's only my third day and I'm already going to miss a class. Yep, you are already late. But that's not funny. So are you. And are you two at the student council? We're setting a bad example here. Hee-chan is so moral. But Hee-chan is right. He's late for class, and it looks like you're cunning too, Hee-chan, because you're not making an effort to go. As a student council representative, we're going to have to do something about this and make sure you're punished for it. But you did drag me out of here! This is all your fault! Take responsibility! Hee-chan, we were just taking a prospective student council member out to try and recruit him. It's business! But you're not a member of the council, so there's no excuse. Don't you play games. Yes, there is. That prospective student council member is clearly me! Yes, are you going to join the student council, Hee-chan? You just got played! Shizune raises her teacups heartily and wags her outstretched pinky finger up and down. Hee-chan, if only you were a member of the student council. But you can still join now, Hee-chan. If you join now, you won't be in any trouble at all. And we'll be able to take many more nice excursions like this all the time. It'll be fun! That does sound fun. I still think that maybe this was all an elaborate setup leading up to this moment. Maybe Shizune lured me out here, thinking of the possibility that I'll lose track of time and be forced into the situation. Honestly, it's not that bizarre to think of. Diabolical. Oh, considering what I know of her, I should have been more on my guard. But to admit that I got myself into this, even slightly, would be unforgivable. I should have read Shizune's intentions in her eyes. She returns my stare blankly, innocently. She takes a sip of tea like she is mocking me. By the way, Hichan, I didn't plan this at all. Things just happened to work out this way. I don't believe you! I was almost about to drop my theory as paranoia. This is supposed to do spin on things. I almost fell over in awe. So, it really was an elaborate setup from the very beginning, all just to burn me and force me into student council. This is diabolical. Shizune is not to be messed with. You look so nervous, Hichan. Did you really think we were tricking you this whole time? I believe it. You're not? Hichan, you really thought? I can't trust either of you. Misha frowns, looking heartbroken. Shizune quickly frowns as well, following her lead. How synchronized. Two of a perfect pair. They must have been twins. Shichan says she's flattered Hichan, but doing that kind of thing would be a grossly inappropriate abuse of power, in imposing on your free will. And it would be blackmail too! Shichan would never do anything like that. Never! I think about Misha. Are you sure? But resist the urge to. I know Hichan, but Shichan said it's true. Since you're with us and we're doing student council work, it's okay if we miss a class or two. Okay. Not that it's a good excuse to do so. Or one that should be used more than 3 times a month. Or something that can or should be abused. So, we most definitely return to class. Eventually. Shizune waves Yuko over and points to her empty teacup, indicating that she wants another one, as Icha scrambles to finish her parfait so she can order something else. Maybe I should as well. Or I could also get back to class. I am still hungry, the portions here are on the small side. Most importantly, Shizune is paying for everything. Never mind, I asked Yuko for another sandwich. By the time we leave the tea shop, I miss not just one class, but 2. Time for us to get back. But that's all for this time. Shizune and Misha seems content to let the whole day pass by, stalling for even more time than suggested by the tour of the town. Turns out to cover a 2-block radius from the start. I'll see you all next time. See you guys then.